Okay, today we're starting 6.1. Pretty much Unit 6 is continuing where we left off when we were still in school. So you've got all sorts of options here, but what this whole chapter is about, or this whole unit is about, is you're going to solve a system of linear equations. In two variables. I have no idea what goes on that space. Graphically. And maybe I can erase. Maybe I can't. Go. It's a different app than I'm used to using. So graphically and interpret the answer. Oh, I lied. We're going to interpret the answer algebraically. Maybe. If I could do this, then we could do it right. Okay. So we're going to interpret the answers algebraically. And really we're going to go back and forth between algebra and graphing. So it's kind of the same thing. Solve an equation of two linear inequalities in two variables and sketch the solution sets. So pretty much you're going to just be solving a system of equations. Now, a system of equations in general, what is a system of equations? So if you want to write it on here, a system of equations means solving two equations at the same time. Technically with two variables. At the same time. And there are lots of ways to do that. You either solve it by graphing, solve it by substitution, or solve it by elimination, which is pretty much what we're going to be doing in this chapter. So turn the page. Somehow this got chopped off. So this is where we're at. Hopefully you're all with me and this is working. If not, we'll see what happens. So we've got all sorts of stuff here. You're looking at, let's go with this color. It says two or more linear equations together form a system of equations. That's what we just talked about. It's a system of equations. And one way to solve a system of equations is by graphing each equation and look for the point in common. That's the key. The answer to a system of equations is going to be the point that they have in common on both lines. So any ordered pair in a system of equation that makes both equations true is the solution to a system of equations. So you can test all these points back in and it has to make both equations true in order to make it work. So we're looking at this next example. So this guy right here, if we solve him for y, he's already solved for y. And remember from before we went on break, y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope. Remember, and b is the y intercept. So if we're looking at this top equation right here, the slope, remember we use m for slope, the slope would be 2 over 1. And we always want to use it as a fraction because it's rise over run. So it's going to go up 2 over 1. But where is that graph going to start? Always starts on the y-axis, this guy right here, up and down. And it starts with that dude on the end of the b. So it's going to be 0, negative 3, which would be right here. 0 comma negative 3, and then our slope of 2 over 1, of 2 over 1, of 2 over 1, or get backwards down 2 over 1. So you're looking at this line right, oh, it doesn't go straight like my other app. This line right here. Sorry if yellow is hard to see. Okay, so we'll switch it over to red. This guy right here, his slope is 1 over 1 because there's nothing in front of the x, and nothing represents 1x, so 1 over 1. And the y-intercept is 0, comma 1, which is b on the end. So it's right here at 1, and it goes up 1, over 1, up 1, over 1, up 1, over 1, up 1 over 1, and so on, and you work it backwards. And that is your two equations put together on one graph. So the solution, the whole point of this, finding the solution to the system, is the point where they cross. Okay, so where they cross, put a little note. Wrote it down at the beginning. Where they cross is going to be the solution. So it looks like they cross right here. So it's over 4 and up 5. So it'd be 4, 5 as the solution to the system. Okay? Now, on the second one, these top two equations are not solved for y already. So we've got to make sure that we are doing what we can to solve them for y. So you're looking, let's take this dude right here and bring him up over here. So we've got x minus y equals 5. So in order to get the y by itself, you have to move the x to the other side. And you have negative y equals negative x plus 5. We always put it in y equals mx plus b form. So you wouldn't write 5 minus x because that's not in the proper form. So the x always goes first, negative x. 5 is positive, so plus 5. But we still have to get rid of this negative here. So we're going to divide everybody by negative 1. Because negative and negative crosses off. Y equals that negative and negative crosses off. Positive x now. And 5 divided by negative 1 is negative 5. So he's going to start at 0, comma negative 5. And his slope is 1 over 1. And then you draw your line. And on these, you want to put as many dots as possible because you're trying to find where they cross. So you want to make sure you have as many dots as you can, especially those of you who are using regular paper. So try really hard to either get graph paper or make sure you're being as accurate as possible, or they won't look like they cross at all. So you just got to be careful. All right, so this next one here, if we want to solve this one for y, we can minus 2x to the other side. So y equals, again, remember the x goes first, so negative 2x because it was minus, positive 4 because he's plus. So he starts at 0, comma 4, and his slope is negative 2 over 1. Remember, always a fraction. So 0, comma 4. Negative means down, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, always to the right. So you're going to go down to right 1 because the 1 is positive on the bottom. So down 2 is negative, right 1 is positive. So you're looking at this guy right here. And where do they cross? It looks like they cross right here. So it would be over 3, down 2. Negative 2. Remember, down is always negative, and left is always negative. So if you wanted to check these 2 points algebraically, all you have to do is plug them in to the original equation. So if a point works algebraically in both, remember it has to work in both equations, then you know that you have the right solution point to the system. So we're just going to take one of them real quick. Let's take the 4 and the 5. Remember, this is x and this is y. So if we plug it into both of these equations, it should, in fact, work. So if we put 5 equals 2 times 4 minus 3, that is true. 5 equals 8 minus 3. So we got that one. We plug it into the bottom. It says 5 equals 4 plus 1, which again, 5 equals 5 is true. So you know it's going to work. Same thing on this side over here. 3 and negative 2. So if you do 3 minus negative 2, does that equal 5? Well, minus minus turns to plus. And yes, 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. We got that one. And then this guy says 2 times. So 2 times 3 plus negative 2 equals 5. So 2 times 3 is 6. Minus 2 equals 5. I did something wrong. Oh, it doesn't equal 5. It equals 4. So go back to erase this right here. It's supposed to equal 4. And it does, in fact, because 6 minus 2 is 4. So 4 equals 4. And it has to work. So that's why I noticed I did something wrong, because it wasn't going to work. So that's how you would check your solution. You don't have to check it every time, but it's a good idea when you start taking tests and working on stuff that you want to make sure that you check every single time. So you should try these ones on your own. Take some time right now and try them on your own. Do number 1 first. I'll give you a few minutes to work it out, and then we can actually just push pause. So as you're watching this, push pause, work it out on your own, and then check back with me in a minute when you're ready to move on. Okay, hopefully you pushed pause and now you're back to check. So this one is negative 6, moves up 1, and it does help to write those out. So 0, negative 6, and 1 over 1. And then your other one is, I don't know, we need some different colors in here. How about purple? Okay, so your next one starts at 0. Remember, if there's nothing here, it's plus 0. So it's starting at 0, 0. And then it's going, your slope is negative 2 over 1. So down to right 1, down to right 1. There it is. Work it back just so you have a nice long line. Oh my goodness, not very straight. So your solution to your system is right there where they cross, over 2, down 1, 2, 3, 4. So positive 2, negative 4. All right, my other one. Need some orange in here. Okay, not very pretty, but okay. So he's starting at 0, 2. And then this is your slope. Your slope is down 1, right 2. That's what that means. Down 1 over 2. So starting at 2, down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2. Remember, it's supposed to be a fraction. So it shouldn't be scary that it's a fraction, because it just means that it gave you your number. It's not just over 1. All right, so there's that guy. And then your other one would be, let's get some other colors. Okay, here we go. So 0, negative 3. And your slope is negative 3 over 1. So starting at negative 3, going down 3, right 1. Clearly we can't go anymore. So go backwards, up 3, left 1, because that would be up and negative still works. Up 3, left 1, there it is. And there's your line. And it crosses right here, which is negative 2, 1, 2, 3. Negative 2, 3. Couple more. Like I said, you should have done them on your own first. These ones you had to solve for x first. So they're a little trickier. You got to make sure you solve the equation for x. So let's take this dude and kind of put him up here so we have space. Sorry, there's not a lot of room on this page. So if you're solving this for y, you have to isolate the y. You got to get rid of the 3x. Red Rover being 3x over. You guys miss my cheesiness. I know you do. Okay, so that's gone. 3y negative 3x minus 3 divided by 3. And we ran out of room, so negative 3 divided by 3 is negative 1x. Negative 3 divided by 3 is negative 1. So he's going to start at negative 1 and go down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. Work it backwards in case we need to be up here. You never know where that other line's going to be. Not a good color choice, sorry. So there's that guy. Then this other one, if we want to bring, you have pretty much margin space. You guys are writing on paper anyways, so you can fit it. Negative 2y, 4x, positive 8. That's a super common mistake. Actually, I'm going to move that down. So erase that because there's not a lot of room. So bring this guy down here. 4x minus 2y equals 8 minus 4x. So negative 2y, negative 4x because it was minus, and positive 8 because it's still plus. Then divide by negative 2, and you have to divide everyone by negative 2. That's on your quiz today, so be very careful. Negative makes positive 2x. 8 divided by negative 2 makes negative 4. So you start at negative 4. And then positive 2 means up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1. And make sure you get as much of your line as you can. There's your answer. Over 1, down 2. So over 1, down 2. Okay, last one. Let's check this last one. Hopefully we can do this guy. Let's bring this one up here. Negative 6x plus 2y equals negative 6. The more that you solve for y, the easier it gets. You know you're going to move the positives. You're going to move this 6x over, and he turns positive. 2y equals 6x minus 6. Don't forget it always goes in that order with x first. Divide everybody by 2. Everyone. Do not forget to divide everyone. So y equals 6 divided by 2 is 3x. Negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. So negative 3 up 3 over 1. Up 3 over 1. All right, there's your graph. The other one's pretty close. I know it's yellow. I'm sorry. I picked it again and we can't see it very well. So you're looking at this one. Let's bring it down here. Negative 3x plus 6y equals 12. Bring the 3x over. And he's positive now. 6y equals 3x plus 12. Sorry about that. Divide everybody by 6. I think I can move this up. There we go. Divide by 6. So y equals 1/2. Be very careful. 3 does not divide by 6. 3 is too small, and 6 is too big. So since 3 cannot divide by 6, they both are technically dividing by 3. They don't fit, so it's 1/2. 12 does divide by 6, and that's only 2. The bigger number cannot be on the bottom, otherwise it turns into a fraction, so be careful. So he starts at positive 2, and our slope is up 1, right 2. Up 1, right 2, down 1, right 2, down 1, right 2. So there is your line, and I missed, but that's okay because we're just looking for the cross right there. 1, 2, 2, 3. So 2, 3. All right, hopefully that makes sense. And you are able to start your homework and then take that little quiz at the end so that I know that you know what you're doing. Miss you all, wish you were in class, but it is what it is. Love you.